Now, retail. I would say if there's something that is probably a screaming buy right now, this is it, retail stocks ETF, or just retail stocks in general. Now, I talked to you about this, Zach, I think a little bit last week, because a lot of retail companies, apparently it's pronounced Abercrombie and Fitch, not what I said, Abercrombie and Fitch. Apparently that's wrong.
Maybe Americans say it like that.
And then you got Macys and you got JCPenney. As a matter of fact, JCPenney is doing pretty better. Since we've talked about this, actually it's gone up slightly. But retail stocks, keep an eye on them, guys, because this is a severely oversold market. And here's the thing. Wall Street is now getting people to bet against retail stocks. I mean, if there's ever a sure sign of a market bottoming is when Wall Street develops inverse ETFs. That's what I've heard. It was published in the Wall Street Journal recently.
Kiss of death.
Exactly. When you know Wall Street is trying to get in on the game of getting people to short retail stocks or bet against them, you know that something is about to bottom here. So we take a look at a chart of retail, Eat Stocks ETF, XRT. We are now at a major, getting close to a major support. I think that we're potentially going to see some sort of reversal around here, and beginning to see some divergences. I would look for a close above 41 before I'd be interested in getting long on retail. We're looking for that wave 5, the wave 5 move up there, which means, of course, if retail stocks go up, the ETF, the index goes up. That could certainly put some upward pressure on the actual stocks, which we're going to talk about now. I've selected one of these. Now, you were mentioning Macys just before.
This is the one I wrote about it 2 or 3 weeks ago on a leading website, and it got like about 3,000 views in about 6 minutes.
Wow.
And then mysteriously, the link disappeared, and people who actually run the website couldn't find the story.
Right. Okay, so tell me what's the story again?
It was that Amazon has already made an offer for Macys, which has been rejected.
Been rejected.
At $38. The problem with Amazon is that if the story leaks, that's the condition, they walk away.
Oops, that story has been leaked.
So in fact, so basically, if the fact that there's no, you've got a sort of loop now that in fact you don't actually know whether the story was actually just a pie in the sky, or whether because Amazon saw that the story leaked, they've taken away the offer.
Has this rumor got any substance to it? Do you think?
It will if the shares break $24.
So that's interesting. I would say, look, if that rumor, there's an old saying I think everyone knows: buy on the rumor, sell on the news. If that rumor has any substance to it, as Zach says, guys, keep an eye on it, because if we break that triangular falling wedge formation,
it's a beautiful setup. Yeah. But I mean, basically, as soon as I wrote it, the shares plummeted.
Really?
And then they rallied again. They plummeted. They've had 3 flush outs since I wrote it.
3 flush outs.
3, and now it's finally breaking out. So I sort of feel that actually they're just trying to get rid of the last people along with that stock,
I believe
and
so.
then
Shaking out the weak hands. I agree. I would say we got major resistance on Macys at 28. For those of you who want to play this a bit more safely, wait for a close above 28. Otherwise, you can start nibbling on the position if we see a breakout through the triangular formation. But I think that this could be a good one here for the long term. Again, these are buy and hold long term.
Okay, well, basically out of time, is there?
Yeah, okay, great. Thanks very much.
Okay, well, we'll see how Macys does. Alessio Rastani from leadingtrader.com.